Hi guys, good morning and happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel, Couponing with Kayla, or welcome if you're new here. I'm so happy that you're joining me for today's video. We are outside of the Walgreens. We're about to head in here and check out the deals. I'm going to walk you through these deals in the store, plus we'll go over the receipts, and I'll also have a free printable list below the video so you can print it out, take it to the store with you. It's going to help make your shopping trip super easy. Now guys, before we get started, I do want to tell you guys, I got a spin booster on my account. Now I will say I have my main account that I always use at Walgreens, and then I have another account that I occasionally use. Okay, so I went on to that one and I just wanted to see if I had a spin booster on it, because on my regular account I got a spin 45 get $10 Walgreens cash. Now on the other account I also got a spin 45 get back $10 Walgreens cash, but on that account it also gave me $5 Walgreens cash on your next purchase. So it was acting like if I just made any purchase, I'm going to get $5 Walgreens cash. And I think it's very rare that I've gotten any kind of booster like that. So let me know if you have gotten anything like that. I'm kind of excited about that. So I am going to be using that account today to see how the deals work out. Not only are we going to look at spin booster deals, but we are also going to look at rolling rewards from one transaction to the next to pay less out of pocket. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and find it helpful. And if you do, don't forget to take just a second to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what is your favorite deal this week. And you can hit that red subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell. That way you don't miss any new videos. Now, I'm also over on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So if you're over there, you can find me there for some pictures and short videos, stuff like that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead. We're going to head into Walgreens and check out the deals. I'm not doing a CVS video today because it is the second week of the CVS ad, and although there are some great deals, I am just gonna do Walgreens today. But if you haven't shopped at CVS yet, or you're going to, you can check out my CVS deal video that I posted last week. Those deals are still valid this week, so even if you did them last week, you can still do them again this week. Just keep in mind to check your digital coupons, because some of those, if you already used them, they're not going to reset. So to go ahead and let you guys know about that, but there are some good deals over there if you want to grab some, and there may be some new deals that have popped up as well. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to head into Walgreens and check out these deals. This week, the L'Oreal hair care is buy two, get back a $4 register reward, and they are priced for two for $10. There's several different ones to choose from, so you would end up paying $7 after using a $3 digital coupon. Then you're getting that $4 reward back, making the final cost $3 for two, and you can pay with Walgreens cash or register reward on this deal. Resume is buy two, get back a $5 register reward, and the cheapest ones we can pick up this week are the $6 ones. So we're going to go ahead and grab two for $12. We are using a 5 off 2 digital coupon, so you're going to be left to pay about $7, but you're going to get back that $5 register reward, making the final cost $2 for two, or just $1 each. And of course, you can pay with your Walgreens cash or register reward and still earn the reward back on this deal. I do want to say I find it wild sometimes. Like, obviously this is the sale price and this is how much it is. This is how much it's on sale for this week through the 13th. But then if you lift this tag up, you can see that the deal is going to be kind of the same, but through the 27th, they're $7 each. So select Crest and Oral-B products are buy three, get back a $5 register reward. So we have the toothbrushes. We also have the toothpaste that is priced at $3.50. If you don't have these, then if you need some toothpaste, you could grab the $4 ones. Your total will just be a little higher. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab three at $3.50. That's going to total me $10.50. I'm using a 5 off 3 digital coupon. It did not give us a new coupon this week, but I do have have this coupon available on my account. If you don't have this coupon, check your account for a 3 off 2. And we also have some 1 off 1 coupons for select toothbrushes, toothpaste, mouthwash, different things. So hopefully you can still get a good savings if you're wanting to grab these products if you don't have the 5 off 3. Now with the 5 off 3, you would get down to $5.50, earn back the $5 register reward, making it 50 cents for all 3 items. Colgate deals are still going strong. These same deals have been going on for a while, but we have been getting new digital coupons for them. So for the Colgate that's $5 each, we could grab 2 for $10, use a $4 digital. You'd pay $6, get that $5 register reward, making it $1 for both. Now, if you want to grab the ones that are $4 each, you could grab 2 of those for $8, use that $4 digital coupon, and then you're going to get back a $3 register reward, making it $1 for both of those as well. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the ones that are $5 each. And don't forget, there's so many different kinds to choose from. So depending on which kind you need, you can kind of just grab or mix and match on those. Just make sure if you're doing the $5 one, you're grabbing 2 that are at that price, or if you're doing the $4 one, you're grabbing 2 at that price to get the deal. And also remember, we do have some mouthwash included as well at that $5 price mark and that $4 price mark if you need it. If you haven't used your $3.30 digital coupon yet, we do have this deal where the Febreze plugs are $3.50, and then you use that $3.30 digital. It ends up making it just 20 cents for one of these. This week for 3 for $9 includes several different products like Febreze products and also some of the dish soaps. So you can see a lot of the Dawn. These are the 22 fluid ounce. We also have this one that is an 18 fluid ounce. There's one here that's 14.6. This one is all out at my store. There is a $1.50 digital that only works on select Dawn and dish soap. It is also part of the 3 for $9. And then of course we have some bottles over here that are $1.99 each. And the Palmolive is buy one get one 50% off this week with a $1 coupon, but no rewards back. Purex detergent is on sale for $1.99. This includes the liquid and the packs. I believe it also includes the scent beads, but my store doesn't have any of those. So these are $1.99. You can pay with Walgreens cash or register reward. We have $1 back on Ibotta for the liquid and also for the packs. While it lasts, it's a limit of 2. So you can get these for just 99 cents each. So this is everything that I'm going to pick up for my first transaction. I have a spend 45, get $10 Walgreens cash booster. I also have $5 Walgreens cash on my next purchase. So I'm going to grab all these items totaling $46 before coupons. After our digital coupons, we'll get down to $25.70. I do have this $2 register reward I'm going to use, which is going to get me down to $23.70 plus tax. And then we are going to earn back our rewards. So we are going to get back a total of $15 Walgreens cash. If you don't have that extra $5 Walgreens cash, you'll get $10 Walgreens cash back. Then we are going to earn a $4 register reward, a $5 register reward, a $5 register reward, and another $5 register reward. That is going to make all of these items completely free and an $8.30 moneymaker. Now, if you do not have that extra $5 Walgreens cash back and you just have the spend 45 get 10, it's still going to be a $3.30 moneymaker for you. And then we're going to take these rewards that we earn and we're going to roll them into the next deal. Alright guys, so we just looked at that transaction in my cart. That's going to be my first transaction, and then I'm rolling my rewards to these other deals. So on this transaction right here, like we talked about, we're going to go ahead, use those digital coupons, pay about $25.70 out of pocket, or lower that with manufacturer register rewards you already have. Then you are going to get back a total of $15 Walgreens cash if you're using those same 2 boosters as me. If not, if you're just using the spend 45 get 10, you're still getting $10 Walgreens cash back on this deal. So it could be anywhere from like a $4 moneymaker to an $8 moneymaker. Then we are going to take those register rewards that we're earning and the Walgreens cash that we're earning, and we are going to pay less out of pocket on our other transactions. So for example, I'm going to show you guys, these are all the register rewards I just earned back on on this transaction. The $5 one at the top is for the Crest and Oral-B. Then we have $5 and $5 for Colgate and Tresemme, and $4 for L'Oreal. These can be used on almost anything in the store. So we're going to go ahead. We are going to go to a second transaction. It's a laundry deal for a total of $21.96. These items have their own digital coupons. So we have $2.50 off of the Downy. We have $2.50 off the other Downy. We have $1.05 off Gain and $2.05 off the Downy. We're going to use these two $5 register rewards, or whichever two $5 register rewards from transaction one that you want to use. It'll get you down to $3.86, but we are going to pay with some Walgreens cash we just earned. So you're going to either use anywhere from $3 to $4 in Walgreens cash, depending on your tax, and you should be left to pay $0 out of pocket on this transaction. Now, final cost on these items ends up being $8.86. You're going to get a $5 register reward that looks similar to this. It's going to say off your next laundry purchase. We're going to take that as well as our L'Oreal register reward for $4, and we are going to use it on transaction 3. These Dawn dish soap are 3 for $9. We're using a $5 and $4 register reward, exactly $9, and you'll be left to pay $0 out of pocket on the Dawn as well. So the only transaction we should be paying out of pocket on is the first transaction. No out-of-pocket cost on the other ones except for your tax. And I'll have all this written in the breakdown on the printable list below this video, so if you want a visual of how that looks. And I'm going to give you a different option for transaction 3. Dish tabs are $4.99 with a $1 digital, and then we also have select Dawn soap, so these two right here for $5.99 with a $1.50 digital. And then we'll grab something else simple like one of the dish soap for $1.99 or two of the ones for 99 cents. So these three items will end up totaling $12.97. We have $1 and $1.50 digital, $9 in register rewards, and we'll use $1 Walgreens cash and pay only 47 cents out of pocket on this transaction right here. We also have our deal going on for buy two, get back a $3 register reward on select Angel Soft, Dixie, Quilted Northern, and also the Brawny products. So if you were to grab two of these for $6.99, you can mix and match your items with products that are included. Check your digitals. You may be able to find a couple of $1 digitals. I know we have a $1 digital for the Brawny, and I believe also for the Quilted Northern. I think the Dixie one was 50 cents, but if you were grabbing two of those products, it'd be $13.98 with two $1 digital coupons. You would end up paying $11.98, but get that $3 register reward back, making it just $8.98 for both items. So I just want to show you a quick deal on e.l.f. Now, there is a fetch rebate, but it could go away at any time, so just keep that in mind. But I want to show you a deal because it's showing you get $3.50 back for every 15 you spend. Plus, we have the promotion going on for spend 25. Get back a $10 register reward. You get back a $10 register reward that looks something like this. So let me go ahead and show you a scenario in case you want to do this deal. For this, we could pick up one of the e.l.f. primers. These Power Grip primers are $11, so I'm going to pick up one of these, or you could grab two of these, depending on what you want to get. We're going to grab another item that is $11, so I'm going to show you an eyeshadow. Then we're also going to go ahead and grab two items that are $4 each. So depending on what you want to pick up. So for example, you could either get one of these more expensive ones for $8, or you could grab a couple of these lip balms for $4, or a couple of the lip balms and a couple of the little lip pencils. But we'll just look at it like this. So if we were grabbing, So if we were grabbing all of these items, it would total $30. You can pay with Walgreens cash if you have it. We don't have any coupons for these products. But then you would submit over to Fetch Rewards. On Fetch, it has a limit of 2 where it gives $3.50 back when you spend 15. Since we're spending 30, it's actually going to give you that $3.50 twice. So on that, you would end up getting back a total of $7 plus your $10 register reward that you're getting back for these products. You're getting back a total of $17 between your register reward and the Fetch Reward deal. So it would end up making the final cost for all these items around $13. So not too bad if these are products that you like, something you want to pick up. And again, you can pay with Walgreens cash, so you're paying less out of pocket. So I have this coupon for $10 off. It's a store coupon, so make sure you're not using that on a spin deal. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab these two e.l.f. products now. The $3.50 back on Fetch makes it seem like that's how much they're gonna give you after the price that you pay, after coupons and all that. So it may not give it to me, but I'm just gonna test it out anyways because these two products total $15. I'm gonna use my $10 reward and some $5 Walgreens cash and just see what it does. All right, guys, so we're back in the car from Walgreens. Hopefully you can see me okay. That sun is like beaming, but everything went perfectly with my first transaction today. My second transaction, where we had the laundry items like Gain, Tide, Downy, all of that, absolutely no digital coupons came off, and they tried to do it twice. They canceled out the transaction and then re-rang it. They tried to do it with and without me using the register rewards, which I knew that wouldn't really affect it. But thankfully the manager here was very nice. She just had me tell her how much the coupons were supposed to be, and I was thinking maybe she'd price adjust the items like based off of the coupon, but she had me go ahead and pay, and then she gave me back Walgreens cash. I had $8.10 in digitals that I was expecting to come off, and because that's not an option on how much to give back for Walgreens cash, she gave me $10 Walgreens cash back. Now on that transaction, as you guys know, we should have paid probably $0 out of pocket between the two register rewards plus using some of our Walgreens cash we earned from transaction 1. Now, because that happened on my transaction, I went ahead and I paid with Walgreens cash. So I used some of my Walgreens cash from transaction 1 to pay down the balance on that, but I still had to pay around $3 plus tax, I think it was, because of the fact that I didn't have any way to pay that down any further. So basically, the way I had it planned out, if we use those register rewards, we could have used $3 or $4 Walgreens cash. It would have gone perfectly. But because those coupons didn't come off, I had to pay around I think I paid like $10 in Walgreens cash, something like that. Anyways, you guys, we're gonna go home, we're gonna go over the receipt and talk final cost. So you're gonna see the breakdown of everything. That was the only transaction that I had trouble with today, so do keep an eye out. I had heard a few people say that digitals weren't coming off. I had some comments last week saying that digitals weren't coming off, so I'm not sure what the issue is, because transaction 1, all the digitals came off, worked out so good, but that one, none of the digitals came off, and they were all clipped, ready to go. So not sure what the issue is. I'm assuming it's a known issue, so hopefully they're going to get it fixed soon, but hopefully you guys won't experience that same thing. But I do want to give you a heads up when you're going in the store if you're planning to do those same deals. So let's look over the receipts and talk final cost. Alright guys, so I am back home, and this is my Walgreens haul for this week. So mainly the transactions that I showed you guys that we were going to do in the store, but I did go ahead and use a $10 coupon that I had for these, so I do want to show you that transaction as well. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to get into transaction number 1. On transaction 1, we were grabbing the L'Oreal, the TRWCZJR, the Colgate, the Oral-B, and the Febreze plug. So all of these items right here, that totaled us $46 before any coupon. I had one $2 manufacturer register reward from last week. So you can see here on my receipt all the items ringing up correctly as the sale price. And then right down here, you can see my $2 paper coupon that I had that was a register reward. Then everything else you see here is digital coupons. So we had a $5 digital for Oral-B, $5 digital for the TRWCZJR, $4 digital for Colgate, $3.30 for the Febreze, and then we also had a $3 digital for the L'Oreal. That got us down to $23.70. If you're not using that $2 register reward, it would be $25.70. On this, I earned back $5 Walgreens cash for making a purchase at Walgreens. That was a booster that I got. Thought that was such an awesome deal. And then I also used my spend 45, get back $10 Walgreens cash. So I got a total of $15.46 back in Walgreens cash. Now in the store, you saw all the rewards that I earned back on these. Now I did roll those into the other transactions except for one that I held on to. So I still have this $5 one that I earned on the TRWCZJR, and I'm going to save that for next week. But I did go ahead and use my $5 one that I got on the Oral-B, my $5 one that I got on the Colgate, and also my $4 one that I earned on L'Oreal. But with all of those register rewards we got, as well as the $15.46 in Walgreens cash, it made that transaction completely free and an $8.76 moneymaker with that little bit of everyday Walgreens cash that we got back as well. So that was so awesome. Remember, if you don't have that booster for get $5 Walgreens cash on your next purchase, then yours would just be $5 higher, but you're still coming out almost a $4 moneymaker on that deal. Now, on my next transaction, like I told you guys, for some reason, the digital coupons were not coming off at all on this transaction. So I was grabbing the Downy, the Tide, and the Gain on this one. And I was using my $5 register reward that I earned on Colgate, as well as the $5 one that I earned on Oral-B. I just went ahead and used that to get it out of the way, since that one is worded a little different. But if your store is very particular about that, just use your $5 register reward from TRWCZJR and $5 from Colgate, because you can use those on anything, and it doesn't, put anything in the wording like it has to be used on a certain product or anything like that. Now, on this transaction, you're going to see here on my receipt how it looks. So they were $5.49 each. Then when it gets down to the coupons, you're going to see my 2 manufacturer register rewards I used. No digitals would come off, and I had them all clipped. I had 2 250 digitals, 1 205 digital, and 1 105 digital. None of those came off. So my total was $11.96. The manager at my store said that if I went ahead and just paid that, she would add Walgreens cash to my account if I just told her the amount of the coupons, which the amount of the coupons was $8.10. But she said that was the easiest way to do it. If that happens at your store, sometimes they may price adjust the item if you show them each digital coupon, but unfortunately, sometimes when you're in the store, they will not help you out at all if your digital coupons don't come off. When that happens, if I was you, I would just cancel the transaction, unless you are okay with paying and then calling into customer service, where they will most likely credit you Walgreens cash for each digital coupon, because they can see that they're clipped on your account. So I just want to give you this heads up going into it. Hopefully you will not have the same issue. Like I said, digitals came off perfectly on this one, so I don't know what it was about those products that it didn't. Maybe it's something to do with P&G, because they've been doing a lot of stuff with P&G lately. So I paid the $11.96. On that, I actually redeemed $10 of my Walgreens cash, because I wanted my out-of-pocket today to be very low. And since I was not able to use my digital coupons, which would have got us down to only $3.86, and then I would have used $3 or $4 Walgreens cash, depending on if my tax put me over $4, we would have paid $0 out of pocket on that transaction, got the new $5 register reward. But because it did not work out with the digitals, I paid $1.96 out of pocket on this transaction. And you can see I redeemed $10 of the Walgreens cash I just earned on transaction 1. But then she did go ahead and credit me, and because there's not an option for them to give you $8 in Walgreens cash, sometimes they would give you $5 and then give you $3 or something. She just went ahead and gave me $10 Walgreens cash. So you can see right there, and you can see my total go back up to $16.71 on that. Now, with this transaction, my final cost should have been $8.86, but because of the way that it played out, and I used $10 Walgreens cash, she gave me $10 Walgreens cash back, and I got the $5 register reward for those items. It made my cost on those actually $6.96. Now, for my third transaction, I was grabbing the Dawn, and on the Dawn dish soap, they were on sale 3 for $9. I showed you guys a couple of options. Another option that I thought about doing was grabbing like 3 of the Purex and 1 of those Dawn that has the $1.50 digital, and that would have worked out really nicely as well, and then get some cash back on Ibotta. But I kind of wanted the Dawn dish soap instead, so I went ahead and grabbed these. They're 3 for $9, and there's no digitals, but I used a $5 register reward that I earned on the laundry products, and I also used the $4 register reward I had earned from L'Oreal on transaction 1, and we paid $0 out of pocket on that transaction. No rewards back on that one, but overall a pretty good deal. So everything that I got there on those 3 transactions, we'll get to the elf here in just a minute, but those 3 transactions right there Ended up costing me out of pocket today about $25.66 because of that mishap. It should have only cost me $23.70 out of pocket today. But when we're looking at final cost on our transactions, we had an $8.76 moneymaker. I had one that ended up costing me $6.96. And then the Dawn dish soap would have cost $9. So after calculating all of that, it made my final cost for everything $7.20. That is not bad. That's not including tax. Now, if I would have paid the amount that I should have for this one, that one would have been a final cost of $8.86. So my final cost would have been $9.10. But overall, still amazing for all of these items. And for my last transaction, I just wanted to show you this deal that I did on e.l.f. Now, I will say one thing that I didn't realize in the store that I do realize now is that e.l.f. lip balm, they show on the shelf for $4 each, but it rang up for $5, and I did not realize that, so I actually paid $1 more than I meant to. But on this, these two items totaled $16. I had my $10 coupon that I had earned on a previous beauty purchase. It's a store coupon, but it takes $10 off your next beauty or skincare purchase. So I went ahead and I used that coupon, and it got me down to $6. I redeemed $5 Walgreens cash, so I paid $1 plus tax out of pocket for these two items. Then I submitted my receipt over to Fetch Rewards because I wanted to see if it would give me the $3.50 back, even though I had used a coupon on this, since it clearly does show one product costing $5, one costing $11. So when I had submitted this, it automatically gave me the $3.50 back on this transaction. So that was really awesome. So again, I only paid $1 out of my own pocket, and I got the $3.50 back over on Fetch. Of course, if you're adding back in the $10 beauty reward we earned on another purchase, the total would have been $16. And then again, use some Walgreens cash, and I got back $3.50 of that. But I thought that was some good savings there, since I wasn't paying much out of pocket. So I did want to show that deal just in case if you like those cosmetics and you're looking for a way to use that $10 reward that you earned on a previous beauty purchase. But guys, that is everything that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Hopefully this is going to help you save some money. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. You can follow me over on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well for some pictures and short videos. And don't forget to grab your free printable list and your money saving apps in the description box below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.